to the impacted areas. But instead, people want to do disinformation, misinformation, which is dangerous, because then when folks on the ground hear that, they may not want to ask for the help that they need. That is there for them. That's our focus here.
But President Biden is fond of saying, show me your budget and I will tell you what you value. If he's got money for people in Lebanon right now, without Congress having to come back, what does it say about his values? There's not enough money right now for people in North Carolina who need it. That's not misinformation.
Wait, no, that is your whole premise of the question is misinformation, sir. What you do? Yes, it's misinformation.
Is there money to send to Lebanon right now?
I just mentioned to you that we provided more than $200 million to folks who are impacted in the area, and I just shared with you that people are deciding not to. People are deciding not to.
Wait. To Congress that there's not enough money to help people in North Carolina.
We're talking about the SBA disaster loan.
That's money for people in North Carolina.
And that's important, and people in North Carolina need that. Wait, this is nothing new. Peter, this is nothing new. Congress comes together, they provide money, millions of dollars, for disaster relief. We're asking them to do the job that they have been doing for some time.
From a letter that President Biden sent to Johnson, McConnell, Schumer, and Jeffries. The president's letter is not misinformation. Would you agree?
No, the way you're asking me the question is misinformation.
So you don't like how he's asking the question. It don't matter how it doesn't matter how I ask the question, as long as the message get there and it's the truth. So you don't like the way that the truth is being presented to you. She's not accepting that fact though, that it's the truth. You just don't like how it's reaching you. Get your feelings out of it. Get your feelings out of it. Let me fix my mic. We're gonna continue this.
Money that we are allocating to the impacted areas, and there's money there to help people who truly need it. There are survivors who need the funding, and it's there.
That you don't like misinformation.
I said that. I actually said.
That's what I just said. She don't like how the message is getting to her. She don't like that at all. And you see what happens when you give pushback to these people? They go and they brain go into frenzy, go into meltdown mode, and they get really defensive. And they want to get semi-condescending, but they can't. Like she's saying that he's promoting misinformation. She know that's a headline. She know that's what people will gravitate towards. These people.
We have the money available to help survivors of Hurricane Helene and also Hurricane Milton. Now there's going to be a shortfall, right? Because we don't know how bad it's hurt.
That's the trick. We have enough money, but we know there's going to be a shortfall. But it's not going to be a shortfall if you have enough money. That's what he was just trying to ask you before you got defensive. I'm telling you, these people brain go into a meltdown mode when you give pushback. And it's definitely warranted, because all they do is walk around and lie. That's all they do.
Hurricane Milton is going to be. And so we're going to need additional funding. That's
exactly what I just asked about.
That's what he just tried to ask you. We know you, if you know you're going to need additional funding, maybe what he's saying, what Peter is saying, and shout out to Peter Ducey, I think this is his name. What he's saying is, I'm going to continue the video and knock out the rest of this. I just want to get my point across. Stay with me now. What he's saying is, let's pump the brakes on sending money overseas. Zelensky just got his packet 2 weeks ago. He just got his another $5 billion. He just got his. We're sending money to Lebanon. We're sending money overseas again, and billions. This is billions, might I add. She said millions. Come on, let's be honest. Let's pump the brakes. Let's allocate that money towards these relief programs. So Congress don't have to go out here and beg for money. So these elected state officials don't have to continue to beg the government for more money, because the government is going to want their money back in some form or fashion. They're going to get theirs back. They're going to get their money back. This is how it goes. That's how it always has been. They're greedy. Let's be honest. So if we can pump the brakes, we won't even have a shortfall. Forget preparing for a shortfall. Let's just not have a shortfall. We know it's going to happen. Let's go ahead and attack it. I do appreciate them for trying to get in front of it now, even though they botched Hurricane Helene. So.
And you said it was
No.
misinformation.
What you're asking me is why Congress needs to come back and do their job. That's what you're asking me. Congress needs to come back and do their job and provide extra assistance, extra funding to disaster relief fund.
You know what? She's kind of right. She's kind of right. He was indirectly saying it. That's what he's saying. But is it a lie? Just because you don't like what's said doesn't mean it's not true. It is true. Congress, come back, do your job. Stop sending money overseas. We have enough problems over here in America. Let's just be honest. That's just the facts, guys. But you know what I really can't get my mind across. You know what I can't really wrap my mind around is that Congress, and I hate to even resort to this, but it's in line with what happened with the border, with the bill that was supposedly the bill that's supposed to have been passed for the border, right? Biden killed it. I mean, not Biden, my bad. Trump killed it. But you know why Trump killed it? It's because it had all of these other intuitive things, stipulations to send more money to Ukraine and Israel. And Trump didn't want that, so he killed it. And my guess is that another relief bill could be passed, but it has another stipulation. It has other stipulations on it. And I feel like that's what's slowing it down, is because they want to send more money to Lebanon. I'm guessing that's the problem, because there's nothing to get a bill signed and passed for relief for relief due to hurricanes. Come on, who don't want to help the people besides these people? And I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing that it's something in this bill that will cause them to have to send money to Lebanon or Ukraine, whatever. Some other stipulation is blocking it, that's in the way. I'm telling you, they did it with the border bill. And they always do sneaky things like this. And yet she storms out like a child.
That's what Congress needs to do, and we're going to continue to urge that. You may not want that, but that's okay. That's what this president wants, and that's what the vice president wants. Thanks, everybody.
Don't project. You're talking about maybe that's not what you want. I'm here because I want to help people. I'm here because I want to get the message through to you guys. These people are crazy, and you see what happens when you give pushback. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Take care of yourself. I love you. Until next time.